So it's time to try to beat some games today. Been a bit since we've done one of these. Now, I will make sure to acknowledge right now that this is not the strongest list I could have ever come up with. This is mostly thrown together between last night and this morning, as I discussed during the end of stream yesterday. I had hoped for feedback from people on social media as to what to try to beat, and didn't really get much out of that. So I have once again improvised a list myself, trying to focus on things I've not even tried and things that are a little bit weird that people may not have heard of. At least one of these I know is something people will have seen, and one is a twist on things people would have seen. Also, thanks Twitch, I see right there that I didn't get my snoozes back for my ads from yesterday. I'm assuming since I used the snoozes toward the end of last stream, it's probably like a 24-hour thing with that or something weird along those lines. It's a good thing I don't use those very often. Otherwise, that would be a very severe inconvenience to me. Now, before we get into this, there's a couple things I want to mention. One, I have a severe storm warning, so there's a very real possibility at any point that this stream may get interrupted by that. There is not currently anything happening, so that warning may just end up being nothing, or it may be late enough that it won't matter. Just mentioning that now. Oh, to get that out of the way. Most of the games I've got set up for today are like an hour long, according to how long to beat. Probably gonna be longer than that. I would be shocked if we managed to beat more than 3 of them. My goal, or at least my soft goal for today is 3 games. But we shall see what ends up happening. It's gonna very heavily hinge on this game and one other one, in terms of whether that ends up happening. This game is slated at being an hour long to get through, but it's gonna very heavily depend probably on how I handle things as this game goes. And for those who will end up watching the VODs in the future, I will be splitting these by game, as I do with like the demos and such this time, instead of having it just be one combined stream. And we'll see how that plays. There was another thought I had and my brain just skipped the beat and just lost it entirely. So let's just get on with it, shall we? This is Splatter Master. This caught my attention because, well, for one thing, it's D3 Publishing, which is responsible for a lot of odd things that I've enjoyed over the years, including some of the EDF games. But didn't get that vibration turned off. I'm amused by the fact that you can turn the blood green, but you can't, like, turn it off or do anything else with it. It's just red or green. Which, there is a bit of blood in this game. It's not anything serious, from what I saw. Like, this game is quite deeply unserious in a lot of ways, though it may be a little disturbing as well at times. So be advised on that front as well. And let's get the plot. The people of this village lived in peace and harmony until a wizard came and spoiled their tranquility by bringing a forbidden art back to life. The secret art gave objects and animals massive strength foreign to their nature. Yagad was the wizard's name, increased the number of his followers thanks to the secret art, and in short time became king of the village. Frightened by Yagad's followers, the inhabitants left little by little. However, those who were more attached to their land stayed. Among them was an old married couple who owned the largest property in the village. One day they were attacked and seriously injured by one of Yagad's followers who had trespassed on their property. By this time, the whole village was in Yagad and his servants' hands. On the vast property, there was a Scarecrow that had been transformed by the secret art. But the Scarecrow was different from Yagod's other followers. He wanted to protect the farm and the old couple who loved him so much as if they were his parents. When the Scarecrow heard of the old couple's sorrow, he started his lonely journey to retake the village. So yeah, we're just a Scarecrow that they've been using to keep their farm safe and caring for it presumably. So we're coming back to do our job. You can see the general lay of the land here. We're starting at the farm, going to a city, going to a factory, and then going from there. Yeah, we run, we punch, and that's all we're going to be doing right now. There are more things we can do, but they're not useful to do right now, so we'll hold that thought until later. One of the things that immediately hit me with this game when I tested it was the soundtrack. Like, this music is just going hard for no reason, and I'm here for it. But you see what I mean about the blood as well. Like, it's not, like, gore blood, it's just, like, ketchup packet blood everywhere. Which is why I didn't put, like, any kind of gore warnings or anything up. It's just kind of silly. The gasoline is useful for one of our biggest tricks we've got up our sleeve, and I'll be saving that for when I'm actually in trouble. And, of course, Streamer Curse kicks in as usual. I'm getting my tail kicked in for me here compared to when I was testing this. Oh yeah, you don't really have a jump kick, you have a jump headbutt, which is certainly a move. Oh yeah, make sure to break the barrel. I don't know what the coins are for because I didn't even finish this stage. I did a chunk of it and went, yeah, this feels good enough, and then ran with it. Ow. The frogs, honestly, are the most dangerous thing in this stage that I encountered in testing, is the spinning. They have, like, crazy reach, and they just spin around if you let them, so you want to eliminate those quick as you can. I'm assuming the gold is going to be for upgrades. Ah, the tractor's full of evil. Understood. Okay, you know what? This is probably as good a time as any for our party trick. Soon as I remember how I did it. Can I just not do it? Oh. There it is. There's my chainsaws. Because that's what the fuel's for, is it powers your chainsaws. It plays a constant heartbeat noise while I'm doing this, though, which is another reason why I'm not going to be using it more than I need to. But as you can see, it's very effective. I don't know what the break thing means. I'm assuming it's because I cleared a lot of enemies at once, probably. And back to the music. Yeah, as you saw there, the chainsaws are very effective. But they're reliant on fuel, so it's to be used sparingly. Depending on the fuel in the stage, of course. Thankfully, our fists are quite effective in their own right. Despite us just being a Scarecrow. Direct. Alright. Oh, boss time, I suppose, based on the health bar. I guess the tractor was just a mini-boss, then. Oh, yeah, the crow part of the crow farm. You know what? That makes nothing but sense. So far, this tactic isn't fast, but it's effective. So apparently I could just kind of bully him, because my spins take out the worst of the minions. I don't know if I need full fuel to activate the chainsaws, but you know what? If it gets bad, I might find out. Okay, yeah, that's how I go about this, is I open with the headbutt to get a stun and then just lay into the bird. Oh, you've got a spread shot. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay, yeah, I can just summon the chainsaws at will. And that's that. Stage 1 clear. First try. Ah. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stages, it looks like. Stage 2, Ghost Street. Oh, blood can. Okay, sure. Thankfully, it heals you between stages, too, which is nice. Okay, that's just a bomb that just goes off on its own. These guys make similar noises to the big crow. I wonder if they're just, like, really flat crow demons. I don't know what their deal is. The trunk of that car is flapping away. That might be significant. Someone's gonna jump out at me from the trunk. Now there's a shop, so that's good to know. Okay, the shop just drove away. Hope I didn't need that. Okay, you just walked up out of the floor. You know what? More power to you, buddy. Good for you. I don't know what you're doing to that car, but stop it. Alright. Yeah, it's a little bit basic, but I'm kind of jamming with this so far. Ah, that's why. There's monsters in the trash cans. I guess I just kept the other ones from activating because I just beat them up too quickly. Aha, okay. You can access the shop. Hello, madam. Maximum amount of gas will be increased by 1. You can double jump. Get a death mask. Ooh, you can replace it 1 time for yourself when you die. Okay, there's a guard move. But I think we're gonna go ahead and get a life max, a gas max, and we're just gonna, like, go back and forth between those two. There we go. Because more health and more gas seems like exactly what we need. Oh, that's a lot better. I have 7 hearts and a much longer fuel gauge. Hell yeah. The power of tanking our way to victory. Yeah, the music in this game just is continuing to hit. Well, that was interesting. I was just in the void for a moment there. I was hoping for like a coin or something for having done that. Seems like the shop doesn't leave either, so we could probably go forward, get money, and come back to the shop too. There's probably a point of no return here soon, though. Yep. We got cowgoils, I guess. They're not that strong. They're just big. Come on, then. There you go. I guess he was just waiting for me to be reachable, so he just wasn't gonna commit until then. There we go. You know, they say you can't get blood from a stone, but, well, we just did it there. And we didn't get any money, so I think that shop's gonna be just left to rot, unfortunately. I'm starting to see why they were offering double jump in the shops. Because of nonsense like this. Oh, boss time. Candy burger. I think I know what the burgers are made out of. Oh, those oh, I gotta hit the burgers back. Okay. You know what? I'm down for this. Let's fucking go. Okay, I have to attack them from the correct direction, though. The single burger that I hit it with did a lot of damage, so it doesn't expect you to hit it a lot, which is nice. It just expects you to hit it. Like, 5 times? 6 times? Something like that? Yeah, and you just have to be facing the correct direction even remotely for it to count, so that's... Oh, there's lasers. Goddamn Terminator burger over here. The Burginator. You could definitely farm this guy for money, though, since he just keeps summoning minions. Let's just get out of here, though, before I make too many mistakes, shall we? Oh, his eyes fell out. Yikes. Money! It was worth almost 200 gold just by itself. You again? What do you want? Okay, so you do get a shop up just at the end of some stages, too. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just take another hit of extra max health. Yeah. I probably should save up for guard or double jump, and I might regret not doing that, but if I have a longer health bar, it doesn't matter, right? On to stage 3, the factory. We're already halfway through this game. Stage 3, scrap factory. Oh, I'm getting bullied. They're getting smarter as the game goes on, I think. There's also a lot more of them. I may have to start just using the chainsaws just recreationally here. Just to keep the crowd under control. Though it is still being fairly generous with the health, so it's probably fine. There is 3 difficulties for those that didn't catch it, by the way. Easy, normal, and hard. We're on normal, because I try to leave things default when I'm doing these fast clears. But if I know something's like notoriously bad or difficult, I may lower it. But I literally knew nothing about this game other than it exists. So I just left it alone and went with it. Now we got guys with axes and masks now that drop more money, so you know what? I'm down for this. Bring it on. Now we got a series of buttons. Oh, I see. I need to get it to press each of the buttons for me. It'll turn the lasers off for each one that it's pressed. There we go. Now let's get out of here before it presses us. I wanted the money. Oh, there's another one. Can I get it to crush my enemies for me? I can, but it also is likely to crush me in the process. Understood. There we go. There's the way. Get wrecked, kid. I'm getting Konami vibes from some of this music. Mostly the boing, boing that's happening occasionally. Ah. No, you're supposed to crush him, not me. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, yeah, these are like bird demons or something. Oh, we got like Rocket Snail over here. This game is actually kind of incredible. Like, the gameplay is nothing to write home about, but the designs are neat. The concept is silly. Just like everything about this is hitting just right. Like, this is the peak level of just kind of janky and silly. Come on. Get wrecked. Okay. Up we go. Oh, it's got a goddamn police siren. Incredible. Who thinks of things like this? The snail with rocket pods and a police siren, whose main thing is just like spike tendrils and an eyeball. Oh, we're gonna have to fight in the steam tunnel now. And it's fighting flyers, no less. Great. Yeah, that's right. You go in the steam, not me. Okay, maybe I go in the steam too. As much as steam's good for my sinuses, I don't need it right now. Well, actually, I do today, but that's neither here nor there. You know what? We take those. If the trade is they die and I get hurt, I will take this trade. Boss time. With only 2 hearts, though, so this might get bad. This might be our first death. Especially since he doesn't seem especially bothered by the chainsaws. I hope this game has checkpoints. Well, we're about to find out. Game over. Continue? Yeah. Just gonna walk along, not on me. Oh, it's the beginning of the stage. Okay. Understood. That's where we're gonna start having problems then. And we don't keep the money we got in the stage either, so we can't, like, grind our way to victory. So I need to do a better job of not getting my shit pushed in the steam tunnel. Because that boss doesn't seem like it'll be super hard, but it's gonna take some doing. Like, learning the pattern on it and everything, so that I don't just take needless damage there. Because I'm pretty confident if I was willing to be patient, I could probably beat that boss without getting hit. But y'all know me, I'm not exactly a patient man, so... Like, I have that mixed patience of when it's something I shouldn't be patient about, I'm much more inclined to be patient about it. Stop it. Okay. And I don't think there was any other shops in this stage or anything. I'm really hoping this game doesn't have limited continues. If it has limited continues, this may turn into a sudden problem. Can I, like, get it to press 2 at once? That'd be neat. Nope. That was as close as I could get at it to having both of them, and it just wasn't happening. Shut up, Windows. Now is not the time for you to be complaining at me. I'm busy saving the world as a Scarecrow. You know, actually, yeah, it makes double logical reasoning, now that I think about it, that these would be crow demons, considering we're a Scarecrow. We are so fucked, though, when we get to the end of the stage. Because our health is in the shitter. No! getting bullied. You know what would be nice is if I could hit him with his own missiles and have them count. Okay, you have minimal iframes in this game too, which is something to be worried about at times. Oh, I'm getting my shit pushed in now. Remember when I said I needed to be better about not losing my health? Yeah, I don't remember that either. That sounds like a fever dream. I don't think that actually happened. Part of me is like, you know, maybe I should just get the death out of the way now. But there's health to be had, I think. So it might still work out in our favor. So honestly, let's just get the chainsaws revved and ready here and see if I can use that to save this. Okay, I can put them away as well. I didn't realize I could put them away. That actually is huge. Because that means you could pull them out for a problematic enemy and then put them away again. Which means, actually, we should be using the chainsaws way more. Right, get juggled, idiot. Give me the money. Okay. This also means I could, like, pull the chainsaws out, attack, and then put them away while this thing's spinning. If I want to try to save fuel. We have slightly more health than we had the first time, so we got that going for us. I might just punch this thing for a while, though, instead of worrying about using the chainsaw. Avoiding that's gonna be the problem. The, like, dash attack he does. Because it comes out so quickly, and it doesn't seem like I can jump over it. You know, that would be what I would want guard or double jump for, I think. What? He didn't start moving or spinning yet, and I died on contact anyway. So that's, oh, it was gonna tell me something. I should have waited to let that ticker go by. I think that was about to tell me about the chainsaws. Because the game is like, hey, you're not using them enough, stupid. Use the chainsaws. Yeah, because L1 by itself doesn't do anything. L1 and R1 pulls out the chainsaws. Triangle just doesn't do anything. Just making sure I couldn't, like, grab the barrel and throw it or something that I didn't know about. Oh, you know what it is as well? I should be using the chainsaws more, but I think we get more money that way too. I think because of the combo from the chainsaws, I think that generates more coins. Not to mention, you know, just ensuring that we don't waste a bunch of health getting beat up by regular enemies. I mostly had the positioning that time. We came out of that way better than we did last time. I think we did better the first time overall, but that's still not bad, you know? Because we still come out of this with basically full health. Launch. So far, I'm having a hard time being mad at anything that's happened in this game, both because it's so silly and because the music's so good. Like, most of what's happening, I'm just not even fully registering because I'm just jamming. I'm just having a good time. Ah. No, 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 no. I'm fighting little, like, cardboard cutout almost demons who attack by going meh and diving at me. Like, how could I be upset about this, really? There we go, we have nearly full fuel again. Okay, you know what? You've upset me. Oh wow, that actually hit him. I just kind of did that to put the chainsaws away and he just got sliced, so we'll take that. We take those, we take those. Yeah, I wasn't actively tracking how much money we had by this point in the last just couple attempts, so I don't know if we've made more money this way. But, like, we got more gold coins out of that guy, for example. So it's hard to say. But we do have more health. That much is absolutely certain. Like, I think the closest to this much health we had was the first time, and then I lost, like, all of it in this segment. Well, not this segment specifically, but this and the other Steam segment. Case in point, that's exactly how I was losing it all. Because sometimes your jump gets a little weird on this conveyor belt. Thankfully, I can just kind of let the steam vents do most of my work for me. You know, till I start getting comboed. And there went all of the health. Yeah, the conveyor belts are a little janky. Just a little bit. Okay, I think we're gonna open by just going ham with the saws this time. Actually, that might be the play. Oh, you bitch. Yeah, the spin move does a lot of damage, so it might be that the trick for conserving your fuel might be just spamming the on-off switch. Okay, yeah, this corner seems to be safe. It's just, you know, oh boy. You don't get a lot of time to do damage that way. Oh, is that just a thing you're gonna keep doing now? Is just laser light show? Okay. Yeah, I figured you were gonna do your... I hate that! That is, I think, the thing that sucks the most about this boss, is the fact that there's just a couple frames when he comes back where he still has contact damage. He might just have contact damage in general, which makes our really short reach a problem. We may have to actually redo this up to this point, because of the fact that we've learned that we most likely make more money by using the chainsaws. And I was, like, avoiding using them. Destruction. Break. Yeah, like, I got 180 already. Because I got, like, a very good spin. Destruction. Yeah, see? They dropped a ton of money. So yeah, we could have a bunch more upgrades by now if I just use this correctly. So I might actually reset and use what we've learned. Well, bye, idiot. Crash! Yeah, because now we've got 400 gold. Yeah, we definitely made more than we did the first couple runs of this now. So I tell you what, we're actually going to go ahead and restart the game. Now that we've learned that, let's take advantage of that. While it's still nice and early on. Could I probably beat the game in the state we were in? Absolutely. Can I beat it much easier and more effectively now that I know that? Also, absolutely. Basically, just whenever there's a bunch of them on screen, I should just whip the chainsaws out. Though here early on, it doesn't seem like it's going to matter as much. It's more the second stage where I think the chainsaws really would have made me money. But I could also just, like, spin them out, guarantee myself coins that way, for example. Though it seems like they just generate coins from hitting enemies with the saws as well. Probably to encourage you to actually use your fuel instead of just brawling like I've been doing. Break! Just get used to the screaming happening a lot now, because we're gonna be triggering those freeze frames a lot more. Oh, I got hit by that, huh? That's upsetting. Come along, kids. Get close. Come on. Don't you want to fight me? Oh, what a shame. Rip and tear until it is done. Get back here. I am probably going to purchase the guard ability, depending on how much money we have when we get to our first shop, now that we've learned what we learned. Oh wow, the chainsaws made real short work of that thing. Okay, I did have enough to do that. That's what I was hoping for. I should have waited and did it when so many of these guys were on screen at once, but it's fine. We're still making much more money than we did before. Amazing what a little bit of learning does for a man, eh? Come on. No, come on. I am overusing my fuel now, though, so we're gonna have a little bit more trouble with the boss fight. Because, you know, we rushed him down at the end because we had the fuel to spare, and now we're not gonna have that advantage. So I suppose at the end of the day, it's a trade-off. Like, do you want more money, or do you want to have easier boss fights? There's just like a weird dead zone on this stick now. And yeah, we have 0 fuel for this, so this might go worse this time. Especially since his pattern's different this time. Oh, wait, hang on. We've got an infinite. Can I just keep going? Keep it going, keep it going. Keep it flowing. Well, never mind. Oh, wow, you get more money for doing it faster, too, because that definitely was more money than we got the first time we beat him. Because didn't we get, like, a handful of silver coins? So speed is also a factor for boss kills, it seems. Good to know. Come here, kids. Everybody gather around. Yeah, we're already at 700 coins. Okay, it doesn't seem like coins despawn anytime quick either, so I don't need to rush them as badly as I was. Break! Since there's fuel right there, I may as well just finish out the fuel I had. Okay, I've got 900 here. I mean, you again. I didn't even talk to you yet, lady. So we can either get guard or double jump. The problem's gonna be that we're not gonna have any of the extended health or anything if I do make these purchases. And this does say you can parry attacks, not that you can block. So there's a world in which that doesn't actually work at all. Okay. Making sure that my Discord activity was working properly. Well, I didn't mean to, but I hit the button. I'm actually going to increase our gas tank first, because the more fuel we have, the more money we make. Because remember, the shop's still right here, so as long as I make some money quickly, we can actually take advantage of this. If I don't burn all my health falling in holes. Let's just activate all of you at once here, shall we? That's how you make money right there. Not enough to get anything still, but that was definitely better money, I think, than we'd made when we did that fight before. All in all, though, I think we might actually be coming out of this slightly worse, because we didn't buy as much health or anything. So maybe restarting was a mistake. There is the idea of farming money here that I was talking about before, so we might do that a bit. You know, if he actually spawns any damn crows. Break! I want to get it up to 300 if I can. That went the wrongest way. Was trying to get to that burger before it exploded, but I was too slow. There we go. Send some more suckers out to fight me. Oh, I did a bad timing there. I might actually die. I might actually die like an idiot here. And I'm gonna be very upset. Especially since apparently I can't hit a burger to save my life right now. Yep, we died. Fuck me. Yeah, you know. Very responsible behavior, Natra. Very responsible behavior. Business as usual. Piloting an animated Scarecrow to fight demons. Business as we do, you know? Exactly. Nothing unexpected here. That blast was bigger than I thought. Shred these fools. There goes the shop abandoning me. Great. Another break. I think we might come out of this with more money than we did the first time. For those wondering what my fixation's been here, or with the way I'm attacking things, the more you kill at once, it seems like the more money you make. So I'm trying to generate as much gold as possible to buy upgrades. And for those coming in late, we already did one attempt here, but I backed up to the beginning of the game in the hopes of making more money and doing better upgrading. Guard didn't help me at all with the boss fight, but I'm planning to use it for the next boss, is why I bought it. So we're gonna try it again. See if buying fuel also gives us fuel. It does. Okay. What I really should be doing is, before I activate the chainsaws, just run forward and attract as many of them as possible and just go ham. If I really want to be making money. That's fine. That's less fine.
Welcome to your doom.
Yeah, there's plenty of doom to go around. Aggro all the cow gargoyles here. Clean up the money. Because, like, for example, here we actually got enough there to buy a health extension. $75 stream streak. Oh, the shop left. Well, that's a shame. So they do leave. That's a problem. We hadn't gone back to check, so I didn't know whether they were gonna leave or not. God, I don't know what's wrong with the stick on this controller at this point. Oh yeah, it's gonna be incredible when that entire streak just collapses. Okay, it's burger time. I really keep expecting that thing to talk. And then it doesn't. And I don't know if I'm happier that it doesn't talk or if I'm disappointed. It's kind of a bit of both. I really dislike how the hit detection on these burgers work, though. It's a little rough. It would be much easier if I was using the saws for the burgers, but I'm trying to save that for the minions. Yeah, that's fair. I just feel like it'd be much more fitting if it just did a weird, creepy voice. Just like says something like, "Our burgers are to die for," and then shoots me with lasers. Come on, keep volunteering to give me money. There you go. Look, sometimes a mess is important. Sometimes making a mess is a good thing, like what we're doing here. Sometimes you gotta clean up somebody else's mess by making a bigger mess. Out of fuel. Okay. Can't really grind money that well anymore, then. Just do it the slow way. Don't try to hit multiple burgers back at once. And off goes his head. There we go. There's the money I really needed. I want all of the upgrades, lady. Those sure are words you're using there. Okay, we have almost as many upgrades as we had last time, but we also have guard. So this should go better than last time. I have heard of Aooni, but that doesn't mean I know what a Fuwari is. Just because you know of something doesn't mean you know the terms attached to something. Like, there's a leap of logic involved in what you're saying there that doesn't necessarily make sense. I have heard of many things. That doesn't mean I know anything about any of the things I've heard of. Go ahead and just slice all these trash cans so I don't need to deal with them. And shake them down for all their money. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, that is in that same, like, genre of things I've just never really paid that much mind to myself. Not really anything against it, just a matter of I never fell down that rabbit hole that so many people did. Because while I know a lot of obscure things, I wouldn't really treat things like that as obscure because it's actually, like, a pretty commonly known internet thing at this point. And, you know, it's a weird split in a way there. Where you could technically call it obscure internet information, but at the same time it actually isn't. And depending on the circles you work in. There we go. You go squish, and I get my money. I did screw up, though, and didn't keep enough fuel to deal with this guy. But thankfully, there's fuel here. Not as much as I thought, though. Those yellow cans are actually not that good. And our other problem is we're not going to see another shop till after this stage, I think, because we didn't find a shop in this stage at all. Okay. rather than worrying about making money right now, I'm just using the saws to get rid of the missile-launching snails. Keep them from just bombarding us while we're dealing with the other things. And the last bit of our fuel is going to be for solving our problems in here. Not these flying guys, they're not as big a problem. My own inability to jump sensibly is my biggest problem in this particular part. It's the part after this that I'm saving the saws. Or at least I'm going to try to. It's very hard to tell where these flying guys actually are. Like, I can tell where their shadow is, so I know where in alignment they are, but their height is a little questionable. I know I lost some of the money. It's more important that I retain health. Thanks, game. Thanks for not giving me control of my character back until after I lost the health that I was desperately trying to hang on to for this garbage. Okay. And this is why this fight sucks, is because he just can spin up and deal damage to you. And you have, like, no real recourse here too much. Okay, blocking does work against that. This is the problem, though. Notice how I took damage just walking up to him, because he didn't fully stop yet, even though he visibly didn't move at all anymore. He wasn't 100% settled in place, so you get fucked. And I at the very least have a hard time reading when he's gonna do things. I think his eyes are the tell, but I can't really 100% guarantee that. I just think this is just a rough fight. I want to say it's a bad fight, but I don't think it actually is. I just think it's a surprise fight compared to the rest of this game up to this point. I did not want to open that can. I keep forgetting that that's the one that had the gas can in it. Crash. Reach. Let's try to not use fuel here and see about saving more of it for later. Because there's enough heals coming up that I don't need to use it. It would make me more money to use it here because of the volume of enemies, and like that spot where it just guarantees me a ton of money for no real heavy use, I'll do it anyway. Health topped up. There we go. Beat you up too. I think our just incredibly short attack range might be this game's biggest flaw. Which it makes sense, though. We are just a Scarecrow that's been brought to life. So being effective in combat's not exactly in our wheelhouse. Okay, let's just get rid of this before I get bullied by the damn Crusher this time. Okay. We're still doing decently on money, just not as well as I would like to have. There we go. Managed to juggle him enough that he didn't actually get to get his guard up much. Because that's why I was using the saws against these guys. Not that they're dangerous, but they just guard like a goddamn coward constantly, and it drives me up the wall to have to sit here and just have to get them to stop guarding. But if you don't kill them first, they just sit there and fire missiles at you, and it's a whole issue. Do that just to get the break, because I can just turn it back off and clear the field here for the most part. Since there's fuel right here, we basically didn't use any. And now I should have enough fuel to just go wild against the boss this time. Come on, you silly Charlie Brown Scarecrow. Hit the thing! Why is this guy just kind of hanging out? He's not even attacking me. He's just up there vibing. There we go. Let all that clear itself out. And now we should actually be able to do this boss fight, because we're actually going in with, I think, our current max health. Not to mention a decent amount of gas. But you're not going to do it immediately this time? Yeah, I can spin too. Not as fun for you when I do it, is it? Ordinarily, I would pause for the ads during this boss fight, but we've done this boss fight enough times. Oh, you also have steam geysers during this phase. Okay. We didn't get to this part till now. Oh, this sucks. Okay, so he's got steam geysers and lasers as his other things. Okay. That was loud. Oh yeah, it's getting windy. Okay, that makes sense. Heard like a thud out toward the front of the house. I'm like, that's unusually loud. Oh, now he's gonna hide in the back. So that the steam vents hopefully get me. You know, in hindsight, I should have taken double jump. If I had realized he had this whole, like, steam vent thing he did, double jump would have been the better choice. But, you know, knowledge. Not something I have. Oh my god, he's just gonna be annoying. Thankfully, the steam vent on the right seems to be kind of stuck. Seems to always do 2 loops of this, which is mildly irritating. Kind of fine with this second phase, though. The second phase is actually easier than the first. There we go. Stage 3 clear. Okay, now that we're in the shop, now we'll go ahead and wait till the ads end. I'm gonna go check on what that loud bang was as well, so one moment. Okay, doesn't seem like it was anything to worry about. I didn't see anything having moved particularly. So let's get our purchases. Raise our health, raise our gas again, and we'll get one more hit of health. I was debating double jump, but I'm gonna stick with what I've got. And guard should do similar enough to what double jump would do for us for a lot of boss fight situations. Let's see what stage 4 looks like. This is new territory now. It's already taken us longer than the how long to beat time, but I knew that was gonna happen. Requiem Forest. Just chopping my way through my enemies, 'cause I got more fuel to burn. Oh, we got new frogs. Okay, the mushrooms are just hazards, it seems. Oh, nope, we got mushroom enemies, too. No. Everybody's a critic, and my critique is you get cut. Okay, that's great that they've got ones with drums and ones with bugles. That's actually great. Okay, I can stand on these relatively safely. That's very good information. Because that means I can just bully the flyers just fine without having to worry too much. There we go. Nice and easy. Good amount of fuel. So let's just clean house. Not sure why that really high mushroom is there, but I'm also not sure what this high path here is for either. Okay, enough of that. Oh, that's what the high path's for. It's for him to come wandering into the battlefield from. Gonna jam that bugle so far down your neck, you won't even know what happened. Come on. I hate these flyers. They just hide. What is that meant to accomplish? Or is their AI just stupid? I think their AI is just stupid. So they just end up just getting brain stuck. Like they don't know what to do, so they just hang out up there. Your drum roll is canceled. Okay, I can reach that, but I can't get it. Well, that's a shame. Okay, good. There's health and fuel down here. Oh, boss time already? Okay. Get a load of this weirdo. The conductor, I presume. Okay, blocking that doesn't work. Okay, knocking the heads down is reducing where he can attack from, so this is actually, like, real easy aside from the poison waves now. Okay, no, he does still have melee moves, he does. Okay. We've almost got this, though. I think... Ooh, we might actually be SOL suddenly. If I had just a little fuel left, we would have been fine. I shouldn't have been so greedy at the start of the fight. That's where that went wrong. That was so easy, and I fucked it up because I got greedy. That's the worst. But we know what to do with that now. We just need to get back there and not burn as much fuel probably on the way so I could just rip through him. Because aside from the poison wave spam, that fight's actually pretty free and clean. It was better off just having the saws running the whole time for that one. And in hindsight, but you know. Still figuring out what the correct applications for a lot of these things are. Okay, they do target, and they target decently well. So you need to stop that. No, little drummer boy, you're not allowed. No rap-a-pum-pum for you. What did I just say? Only thing getting beat today is him. There we go. Wanted to hunt him down so he didn't just hide somewhere in the sky again like last time. Okay, game. In what world is this gonna make any sense? There we go. He was like stuck on the edge of the screen, but he was stuck on the mushroom, so he couldn't actually break free, I don't think. Save that heal for after this encounter here, because I'm gonna lose a bunch of health to the stupid frog. No, 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 no. There we go. Yeah, definitely not making nearly as much money this time around, but we're saving a lot more fuel to actually get through this with instead. We're doing this again, huh? Fuck you. Bet you thought I couldn't reach you there, you little shit. And I screw it up again so we don't actually get up on top of that barrel to get that health, but it's fine. You know, except we're getting juggled by the damn mushrooms of doom here, so we lost a ton of health. We can go back, though, actually, so let's do that. Oh, you know, I can't make that without double jump. I'm regretting not buying double jump now. But lessons learned for the future, I suppose. Anyway, boss fight. Let's just give him the business. Yeah, the saws make short work of this guy because you have such a free and clear attack angle for most of this fight. This is why I was like, I just need saw power for this, because this is just so over for him. Because I could just do that, I could just spam my invincibility. Look, if you weren't running a shop, you wouldn't have to see me, but you're running a shop, so you have to deal with me. That's how this works. Let's go ahead and pick up double jump, even though that's gonna mean we can't buy any health extensions or anything. Based on the fact that there was a section of stage where double jump was required to get a heal let's have that ready to go. Especially since there's all these like plateaus on the map here for this stage. I'm betting there's gonna be a bunch of heights. Train Canyon. Chugga chugga choo choo. Oh, he wasn't spawned in fully yet. I went too soon. That's on me. Crash! Yep, knocked him off the edge, so no money for me from that. Excellent! I haven't seen an excellent till now. Crash! Break! We just tore that all up with our fuel tanks. Made a ton of money there, too. Oh, come on. They got stuck, so they didn't end up counting. Shenanigans. Shenanigans of the highest order. Ah, what a delightful slaughter. Yeah, see, this is what I was anticipating. What the fuck am I looking at here? Am I supposed to just wait this out? What are we doing here? I'm probably meant to just get rid of the 2 flyers and move on with my life. Except I keep falling in the holes because being able to tell where the fuck I am in this mess is a crapshoot. And I just cannot focus with that sound happening constantly. Could you fucking not stay right there, you absolute asshole? Okay, yeah, that's all this was just get past the 2 flyers and we can leave that nightmare sound behind. I'm sorry for everyone's ears that had to keep hearing that. I wish they had told me that I gained a new move by having double jump, because I would have been much more eager to get double jump sooner if I had known that's how that worked. But we are so fucking dead. Like, unless there's a big heal nearby, we are so fucked. Yep, there it is. Oh, this stage is disgusting. Like, every other stage in this game has been just kind of a cakewalk other than, like, the one boss fight. This stage is just like, hey, we're pulling out all the stops to kill you now. Good luck. Doesn't help that it's mostly like axe murderer demons now. So they have a lot more health. Nah, we're not doing that this time. Just get off my stage. Just get the hell out of here. Just gonna let some of that money go just so we can move on here. Come on, everybody gather around. Destruction. Just give them a moment to all spawn in. Crash! There we go, got them all that time. Break. Came out with similar amount of money. Less money because of some of the choices I made, but that's fine. Just gonna get us out of there. Immediately slice those and move on with my life. Way less wasted health. Break. I do like the stun and knockback we get on the head dive. This is good for crowds like that if I'm not gonna saw blade. The fact these little chickens can hide under the stage is a problem. Burn through most of my fuel, but you know what? That's okay, because there's fuel right here. Now to new territory. Oh, the glass is a floor hazard. I hate that. Makes sense, but I hate that. I was just standing on his head for a moment there. The head spin is a little weird though, because sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. And for those wondering, I'm not pressing anything different. It's something to do with my timing during the jump. As far as I can tell anyway. And it's boss time. It's the train itself. You know, I expected a lot of things out of that. Sounding like an elephant wasn't one of them. The front of it just does damage to me, so that's upsetting. And each time I hit it, it goes back a bit. Huh. Okay, there's rocks falling, there's wheels attacking me. Okay, I can remove the wheels, though. I don't know if I need to get rid of these guys to make this segment stop or what. No, it was just timed. Okay. This doesn't seem super difficult. It's a little spammy, and that's the problem. Oh boy. The good news is we're gonna be able to get very strong after this fight. We just need to get through. We're gonna come through with like nearly 2,000 gold. I need to save some fuel for that fight though, just like the last one. I can definitely bully him early on, so I think what I can do is just kind of rush him down right off the top. Because that seems to be a thing with this game, is if you do it correctly, you can just one-cycle these bosses just about. They went off so early this time. Less money, but no fuel used. Use some fuel for these guys instead. I think that was more profitable than burning the fuel to kill the chickens. Excellent. I couldn't resist the opportunity there, though. That giant pile of dudes is just too good to pass up, you know? I knew I was gonna fall for that at some point. Would you stop hanging out over the pit, you little shit? Yeah, come on. Come at me, bro. Get wrecked. How the hell did you survive multiple hits from the saw? You only take like 4 basic attacks. Then again, most of the saw's damage is in the spin move, so there's that, I suppose. There's this nonsense again. Yep, I got knocked down the second I spawned, pretty much. Or the second they spawned, rather. So now we're gonna have to suffer through this for a few minutes, so just bear with me on this one. There we go. I managed to get an angle. Get me the fuck away from this thing. That's why those guys are jumping so much. They don't have legs, they got springs. Just crash those again. I know I wanted to save fuel, but we still have half. And the main thing I'm thinking about with the saws for the boss fight is just going to be keeping those wheels off of me. We just spin the wheels away. It seems to be less about combo, necessarily, and more about how fast you kill an individual enemy. In terms of how much money you get from them. Because we got, like, multiple multi-gold coins from some of those. This is still so funny to me, just the randomly. Getting rid of these guys nice and early this time so they don't interfere as well. Oh, they just spawn new ones. Okay. So I should probably mostly disregard them then, if I can. Just go for the kill, just end it. Nice. Stage 5 clear. And like I said, a little over 2,000. We already have most of our ability upgrades. I could get the revive. And I'm pretty happy with the amount of gas we have, so I think I'll take the revive and a health extension. Assuming that revive comes back when we have to use a continue, that will actually be huge. And this is presumably... Oh, no, there's a stage in between. Stage 6, Freeze Lake. That's both good and bad. That means I might end up burning my revive in here instead of having it for the last stage. But that's also fine, because that's more time to make money. He was trying to bait me into going out on the ice. Wasted that gas tank. Oh, we got ghosts. I think the ghost might just be an obstacle. Because every time I hit him, he disappears, but it doesn't seem to die. Which, you know... It's a ghost. How exactly does one kill a ghost, necessarily, you know? You can't. Okay, so you can go off the edge there. Noted. He seems to be spawning more enemies for me. Yeah, see, he is just an obstacle. This does mean that the ghosts are like an infinite money generator, though. You can just let them keep summoning more enemies for you. Who to beat up. I don't like that submarine looking at me. I'm really concerned that they're gonna start launching bombs at me or something. Oh boy. I'm meant to jump on the submarine, okay. And I can't tell where the hell I am when I'm up there because it's so high up on the screen. Oh, I guess I don't... Okay. I thought I needed to, like, jump up and punch the periscope or something. Like it was gonna be a mini-boss. There we go. Glad I have double jump, honestly. Oh my god. This is kinda dog shit, though. This is not good. What they're doing here, not okay. Okay, you can kill the swordfish as they fly at you, though. That's good intel. We may end up in another situation of I have to learn this stage first, and then we make it through. This is getting brutal. Especially with the amount of just falling into the void we keep doing. Oh wow, this stage is short, though. Oh? Hi. Oh. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I thought it looked like the moon fell, and, I might not have been wrong. Okay, you just drop a bunch of meteors. Can I hurt you while you're doing this? I can. Not sure how to avoid this currently. Blocking works. There goes our revive. The good news is it's a full health revive, so that's nice. I did not make much money on this stage, though, so we might end up being in a compromised position if I don't let myself die here for the final stage. But at the same time, I don't really want to deal with this stage again. So I might just try to kill this guy as fast as I can and make some money. There we go. Wow, that was not nearly as much money as I'd hoped. So no revive for us anymore. Yeah, you see it's back in the shop. We are also at max health. That is something I had not considered, admittedly. Okay, well, we'll just have to make do then. Because we're locked in now. Assuming this is the final stage. Stage 7, Nightmare Castle. Ooh, actually, everybody gather around. Crash. Break. If there's a shop in here at all, we are going to be so set. Break. Wow, they are just swarming me with axemen. Holy shit. I'm glad we got as strong as we did, because this would have been a disaster otherwise. Look at how much money we made. If I could just go to the shop whenever, we would be so brokenly powerful right now. So I'd be able to buy a revive. Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Okay. I see why you have so much power at this point, because you kind of need it. This is ridiculous. But it's also kind of satisfying in its own way to just tear through hordes of these masked men, so I'm kind of fine with this. Crash. Oh my god, there's another wave. This is a little stupid now. I'm glad I have as much fuel as I do, because otherwise we wouldn't even stand a chance, I don't think. Look at that, 3,200 gold. Those are both bombs. We'll just wait those bombs out. Health and some fuel. Okay. Just trying to get a feel for what we're getting into here, because we're probably gonna have to redo this stage at least once. Oh, there we go. So we got Iron Maidens to fight now. And they spout ghosts, which is a move, I guess. I was expecting like a spike attack, not just, hey, I'm just gonna spit ghosts out of my chest at you. But, you know, it makes sense that these be full of ghosts, considering, you know, what they were typically used for. The good news is that means they're incredibly vulnerable for me attacking them from behind, because they're very stationary while they're doing that. They can wheel around in an impressive fashion, but that's still fine. I desperately need the shop to come, like, crashing through the wall or something. Oh, nope, that looks like boss time. That looks like an evil wizard to me. But first, minion waves, is of course. Yep, there's the health bar. Stock door noises. Whoosh noises. There you go, at least you've made something other than a stock noise. I was gonna say, if he just keeps disappearing every time I headbutt him, we might actually be in business here. But I'm assuming he's gonna start doing something more significant as his health goes down. Oh god, like that, yeah, he summons the other bosses. Okay. That's actually neat, I like that. I'm trying to save the saws for the next half of this fight. Because I learned how to head spam, this is actually not gonna be terrible. Dealing with all the other flying enemies in this game has taught me a lot about how to deal with this asshole. Problem is, I have no health. Okay, you just do that. Okay. He does, in fact, have that move. Understood. Yeah, ha! Yeah, ha! Yeah, ha! Yeah, ha! Go. Wait a minute. One of these things is not like the other. And we're dead. It's very funny to me that the thing that killed us is the first boss of the game. Oh wow, the rain is really coming down now. Reminder, the power may go out at any given time. So if the stream just kind of suddenly ends, that's why. Let's try to save some more fuel for the finale this time. I think if I just go ham on him with the saws, we just win. Because he lets you hit him so much. And ideally, you know, we get there with more than, like, 4 health. So we only had, what, like 2 health when we got there? And we got him down to, like, half? So we did have him in a good cycle, so there's that. We started getting a little too moshed there. It made sense to saw our way out of that one. Yeah, because these guys take a fair amount of punches, but, like, they're not terrible to deal with as long as you don't let them gather up too much. So we just take them on in sets, and we're pretty much safe for the most part. As you can see, they're not that smart. Just when they gather up in high numbers like that, I need to chop my way out of it. And once I've activated the saws, I may as well just work a bunch of them over in the process. Because deactivating the saws by doing the spin again does take a solid amount of my fuel off. We have lost way more health than I wanted to, getting through the piles here, though. We are going to get some health back, but not enough. Not enough for what I wanted. Also, the amount of barrels that are just empty in this stage is just insulting. Like, what's that? You wanted anything? What if you got nothing? Okay. Now the Iron Maidens start showing up. I need to saw through at least some of this or we're hosed on this attempt. Is the amount of Iron Maidens there was going to get really problematic. The good news is we still have more fuel than we had last time we got to this point. We just, I think, have less health, which is not good. We definitely have less health now because I'm getting fucking bullied by baby enemies. Especially when they do, like, one-frame attacks like that. I have 1 heart for this. Ah, this sucks. This stage is, like, so brutal. Because it's just spam. Okay, why am I not hitting you? Okay, we just had a bad hitbox moment there. Why are the saw blades not hitting him? That is such horseshit. Oh, I just can't hit him at all suddenly. Okay. There are just certain positions, I guess he's just really janky to hit. We were in such a decent position for some of it, and then just... The main character's body lights up. You have a chance to execute a just attack. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming there's, like, timed attacks is what it means. Big burst of rain and then it stopped. I need to keep as many of them stunned as possible. Or just away from me. One of the two. I should not be moshing like that, especially with what I just said. And the way they attack the second they spawn in is just like, what are you fucking doing here, game? Come on. Okay, that cleans up the worst of that pile. We definitely got shit on a little bit there, though, which is a problem. Might be more worth my while just to bait a large chunk of them together and then just double spin. I think that actually is taking less fuel than if I tried to attack properly. For these guys specifically. And it's certainly preserving our health more. At least for the moment. The amount of these fucking guys there are is just stupid. Like, we're hitting, like, did you playtest this territory with the amount of enemy spam there is? And the answer is, it probably was playtested with very specific setups. And what I'm doing is not the setup. Though I'm also not using my guard as much as I should be. I will admit that. Because finding openings to guard is harder than you may think. Because there's a delay on it. Like, see how long it takes for him to enter that animation? That's how long it takes before your guard matters. Oh, I'm getting fucked by this Iron Maiden. Wow, the saw just didn't do shit against him that time. What the fuck happened there? Oh, I went too early. I may as well just die. This run's fucked. He says he continues to try to do it anyway. There it is. It would have been really cool if I had succeeded there, but, like, what the fuck do you do in that situation? The just attacks are probably when you see me doing the spin moves. That's probably the just attack. Looks like I can only do it when I'm hitting an enemy. So I can't, like, test it out in a vacuum. If I could do the head slam on command more, we also probably would be in a better position from that, too. Because, like, right there, I tried to do it and it didn't fucking do it, so I keep getting hit instead. Why won't you fucking head bash anymore? Nope, he just doesn't want to do it now. It would be so good here with the huge pile of enemies, but no, he's being fucking stupid. Lost so much health trying to do that. Oh, no, I see the problem. It is a down and attack input, it just didn't seem like it was before. Bear in mind, I'm being an idiot and using the stick for this, when you really should be using a D-pad for something like this, so you get more consistent inputs. But with the way you can move so freely, the stick made more sense to me. Okay, we can make this work now. I've figured out the tech. Is they'll struggle to hit me while I'm in the air, and I can just head slam them away from me over and over again. We don't have any iframes, so obviously occasionally I'll get hit, but this is way safer on the whole than anything else I've been doing, and it saves so much on fuel. The only times it fails is times like you saw there where input delay starts to sabotage it a bit. Like, this game's equivalent of the jump kick spam cheese so many other beat-em-ups have. You know, till you just get infinite spam comboed there. For those wondering, I'm just accepting this is a likely death here, just to get this idea figured out more properly. What the? Why was there fuel in that one that time? I had full fuel game. Why did you give me fuel? What the fuck is going on here? Like, I can afford to just saw my way through this now, for example. And still have fuel left for later. Though based on how sawing the boss went, I don't know if I want to use the saws for him at all. Just trying to land those hits was a crapshoot. Oh my god, I'm getting juggled again. What I can do, though, is jump and spin at him a couple times, and it'll still get me some early damage. Or later damage, depending on when I decide to use it. We are down to 2 hearts, though, so we are not in good shape here. Like, I can just spam these guys out, for example. It's not a glamorous way to do things, but you know what? It works. Until they instantly jump out and attack, so you just lose a heart for free. Yep, stock door noises time again. I swear I've heard that laugh somewhere before, too. Okay, we got a lot of free damage there. Actually, yeah, if I just head slam him, that does way more than the head bonk does. And it's a little more consistent to hit, it seems. And there it is. There's the quick summon of the first boss and the second boss. Well, no, third boss. Burger Man was second boss, which we haven't seen Burger Man at all. But I think we've got it now. I think after this attempt, I think we'll win this. We just need to get there with like 3 or 4 hearts, and I think we've got it. A decent amount of fuel would also be huge. Just jumping and spinning at him is definitely a strategy of all time. I just need to not jump into their axe or their dive, because they have iframes during that dive. I do not have iframes during my head bash. Just gonna do that this time. Because I do think health matters more than the fuel for the finale, based on how it went. So, things that preserve our health is more important. These, like, one-frame dives are still the most annoying thing. No rewards this time. Really just tear into this bunch. Okay. Am I gonna get anything this time? No, see? Those are the barrels that had the health and the gas before, and we didn't even get any health at all that time. Is there just like a threshold where if you're below that much health, they give you health then? Like, is that what they're determining this off of? If so, that kinda sucks. It makes sense, but it kinda sucks at the same time, you know? I'm suffering from success over here. One combo and then rotate is the move there. Okay, yeah, the Iron Maidens are slow, so just beat the Axemen up first. Let the Iron Maidens move around a little bit, so that they're in a better position to saw. There we go. That was pretty clean. And of course, the instant dive promptly fucking ruins that. We have enough for a few spins, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the first, like, third of the boss fight without using the saw at all, and then save the saw spins for later. Hang on, of course I'm getting a text now. What is it? Oh, okay. One sec. Let me respond to this so nobody starts thinking anything bad happened. I'm just getting reminded that daylight savings changes today. Annoyingly enough. And now my phone has the keyboard stuck on screen. Way to go, phone. Proud of you. I don't think it... That's what I'm being told. I'm gonna double check, of course, but that's what I'm being told. This is why I said I'm gonna check, because that seems early. I mean, that's how daylight savings always works. The second you adjust to it, you get screwed. Welcome in, Clyde. Welcome to stock door noises and stock laugh tracks. Okay, there you go. There's the proof. And Franklin is responsible for a lot of problems, honestly. The fact that we can stun lock the final boss here is hilarious to me. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, don't let him finish drinking. If he drinks, bad things happen to me. Bad things are still happening anyway. No. Got him! Oh, there's a second phase. Of fucking course there is. Are you kidding me, game? Come on! What the fuck are you supposed to do there? That is such overkill. Jesus Christ. Okay, we officially have a problem. 'Cause I don't think I can win that fight. Considering the amount of health and fuel that I burn just getting there, I don't think I can make that work. So we now have a choice to make. We either give up on this game. Apparently there's a green gem somewhere in the world. That would have been good to find. Anyway, I could either try from the beginning again, and that's going to put us in a position where we're going to get a lot less games beaten, but at least we guarantee this one. Or I set this one aside and come back to it in the future. Is in the current game state, I don't think I'm going to be able to win this. Not without doing significantly better than we have. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look something up right quick. I'm going to see if there's like easy information about where the green gem is. Because if the green gem is somewhere easy to find, we would be able to make this a lot better Oh, ew. I've learned already that you need to beat the game twice on normal in order to get the true ending, so that's already ick. I'm not seeing any immediate information on where this gem is so far. Doesn't help that the only thing I can find so far is video walkthroughs that I don't want to sit here and try to sift through to find where this damn gem is. Wait, hang on. Nope, that's Splatterhouse. Thanks, Google. That's not what I'm asking for. It's gonna be the one that gets me the information I seek. Wait, you can dash in this game? Since when? Yeah, no, there's like no information for this game at all out there. Actually, I tell a lie. There's one other option we have, though I don't know how well it would work. There is an easy difficulty. I could just lower the difficulty to beat the game. But I'd have to play through it all again. And I think I'm just going to accept my defeat here and come back to this. Because we've already burned 2 hours of stream time on this. And this final area is nasty. And replaying through is also going to mean having to do Frozen Lake again. And I'm not really feeling doing Frozen Lake again. So we're going to change gears here. You can already see the category change and everything, indicating what I'm going to be popping us over to instead. Because I've actually never beaten a Puyo Puyo game before. We're going to go ahead and do Puyo Pop Fever, because that was one I found conveniently. I am sad to have not managed to get a clear already, when that game was supposed to only take an hour to beat, but that's how these go sometimes. Especially when you're choosing a beat 'em up as one of your clear options, it can be unfortunate. Yeah, this is popping up those signal choices because this is the PAL version. Because I didn't see a standard US version anywhere. It was only a Europe and a Japanese version of Puyo Pop Fever, so we make it do as best we can. Come on, game. Now, it's worth noting that I have only played a little bit of any of the Puyo Puyo games, so I am going to be kind of rubbish at this. But we'll make it work. So we got the Run course, which is your tutorial